So I have investigated one of the biggest scam that is happening right now in Grow a Garden, and I'm talking about scam where people are losing their pets. And I'm not talking about losing small pets like raccoons or kitsunes. I'm talking about people are losing their rainbow hatchdillos and even rainbow hatched elephants to this scam. And it's so hard to tell how to know about these scams. And I'm gonna be showing you how these people are scamming, and I actually investigated it myself. So I caught the scammer, I invited that person, and he did not even know that I'm trying to test it out, how he's scamming, and I recorded every single thing. And the only reason why I'm making this video, because I wanna spread the awareness about this scam that is happening right now in Grow a Garden. And the worst part is that person actually scammed a lot of people, and I want you guys to report all of these accounts that I'm gonna be showing you in this video. And how this scam starts, it's actually pretty simple. By overpaying for the pets. They just say they'll overpay for your pets. So it all starts from the Discord server. So this guy posted on Discord server on Grow a Garden that I'm looking for the rainbow hatched pets, whatever he was asking for. I said, what you offer for rainbow hatched phoenix? He copy pasted and he said he'll do about 65,000 tokens. I was like, what? Okay. And then he said, I'd probably take it, but can I dupe it? Like, can I dupe? I don't know, his English was pretty bad. He was like, can I dupe it test before I buy it? So basically he was saying, can I dupe test it first? And he was saying, gift your pet to your alt and then put it in the garden and gift it back to yourself and put it in the garden. I was like, yeah, sure. And I knew he was scamming, by the way. I was just playing along to know that what he's gonna do. So I sent him my private server link, and I was really scared because you guys know these people are using scripts and they can do a lot of things. And I had my rainbow hatched elephants in my inventory, so I was like, you know what, I'll risk it because I want to make a video about it. And he was like, yeah, he's gonna join. And I was waiting for him, and then he joined. By the way, look at his name. The first thing I did was report him because I knew he was gonna scam, and this is not the account he's gonna be using to scam. By the way, you guys keep watching and you'll see what's gonna happen. And the first thing, I literally just wrote scripting to steal pets. And he joined and he was just standing still. He was not even moving right there. And he was just trying to see the pets from this account because I knew he is gonna be using the scripts to steal the pets. And by the way, it is a really scary script that people use. I don't even know what they do, but they can actually steal your pets. And the first thing he was telling me on the Discord server is that, not on the Discord server, but on the Discord DMs, that show me the rainbow hatched phoenix. And also he said, do you sell rainbow hatched elephant for 120,000? I was like, what the hell is he talking about? So once he saw my rainbow hatched elephants, he was asking for those, and I was like, okay, he's gonna try to steal those pets. And again, he said 120,000 tokens, and he probably had no idea about the value of those pets. I was like, you know what, wrap is 1 million tokens for 61 kg. And look what he says. And I also said, should I gift my pet to my alt? And he was like, how much you're asking for it? I was like, I just said the wrap value is 1 million for that. And I don't even know the wrap value at the moment, but I just said, it is that. And he was like, can you show? Maybe I should borrow, tokens from my friends. That's what he said. That means he was like, trying to look legit, that he's gonna borrow some tokens from his friend and then give me those tokens. I was like, you know what, I'll just wait for him. I'll just wait for his reply and see what he does. And at this moment, I knew he's just gonna just do something stupid, and he said, wait me. I don't know what language he's speaking, and he basically said, wait for me in the server. And I was like, you know what, I'll just wait. And little did I know, he joined from one random account. And if you see the name of that account, by the way, right now the Discord name is completely changed. I'll put it on the screen. You guys should go and report it to the Grow Garden Discord server so that he can get kicked, because he's still there asking for pets. And one thing he said, are you a YouTuber, right? Can I make content with you? I was like, what the hell is he talking about? I was like, nah. And he was like show everyone how to dupe test pets. I was like, nah, sorry, because I knew he was just trying to, win my trust. But at this point, I was like, you know what, just want to trade my rainbow hatched phoenix, and that's all. And while I was texting that, you could see on the background he joined from one account, and I saw it and I was like, you know what should I do now? Because I just want to play along and see how he's gonna try to scam. And I was like, should I gift it to my alt and gift it back? And by the way, I was not gonna gift any of the pets to my alt, because the moment I gift my pets to my alt, it's not gonna go to me, it will be going to his account. Basically, he's gonna do some stupid scripts or something like that and steal the freaking account. Not the account, the pet. And you see his name right there? It's a pretty weird name. It's only dots, so that you can't even see his name in the game. Basically, he's gonna be completely invisible. And funny enough, his skin was also green bean. That was like pretty weird. Like, he was trying to be invisible in my server, and I was like, you know what, let me just first report him, and then I'll try to find him, because he was not in front of his garden. So I was trying to look for him, and he was not even there. Like, he was not anywhere near his garden. And his name was pretty much ... like 3 dots. That was pretty weird. And he was nowhere to be found. As you can see, he was literally nowhere in the garden. And by the way, people use these names to make themselves look invisible. But then I realized, you know what, I have to mutate my orangutan as well, because I was trying to get the mega so that I can sell them for tokens. And while I was doing that, I saw the dots on the screen, and you guys can see the dots are barely visible. And he was standing right there, just doing absolutely nothing. And trust me, a normal person would not even see that. So he was like, show me gifted to your alt. I don't know, again, he's not a person who knows how to speak, maybe, I don't know. And he was just keep saying, show me and gifted to your alt. I was like, you know what, I'll just go to my alt and just put on a basic pet, because I'm not gonna risk my rainbow hatched elephant, but I'll just put on a normal pet to gift. And I sent the gift for the Nihon. I was still scared. My heart was beating at that moment, and nothing happened, you know what. And he knew that I'm not gonna gift my rainbow hatched elephant or something like that. And then first thing I said was, you know what, I'll just go to the Discord thingy and I'll just tell him that my pet is not due. So I was like, yeah, it's not due. And he was again asking where the phoenix now. Put it in garden. And at one point I was like, you know what, I'll just tell him it's RBH lobster, because I had my rainbow hatch phoenix on my alt in the trade world. So I was like, you know what, I just want to play around with this dude and expose him that he's trying to steal my pets. And it's a good content to make people aware that there's a scam happening, because again, this guy scammed a lot of pets. And if I show his inventory, you will see what pet he have, and it's basically a pet that he scammed. So if I go to his inventory right here, he have 1 rainbow hatch dillo, and that is probably he scammed from someone. And we're not in the main part yet, by the way. The way he's gonna be scamming is gonna be pretty insane. And I saw the rainbow hatch dillo on his inventory, and I goes like, you know what, I have rainbow hatch dillos as well, and I'm trying to trade. I was thinking, I should just do that just to see what he's gonna say. And he was like, you said 1 million, and he was still after my rainbow hatched elephant. That was pretty stupid. And I was like, what about rainbow hatched dillo? And I was just trying to play cool as well, just to make him think that I don't know that he's trying to scam me. And and by the way, scam is even a small word for this. The kind of thing they're doing is literally like criminal stuff, because they're stealing pets that are expensive in the game. It's like straight up, there should be something. Roblox should do something about it, because these pets are actually expensive. They cost a lot of tokens, and tokens cost a lot of money. And this time I was like, you know what, I want to see where he's at. And he was not in that location, because he saw me going there. He saw me that I saw him. He's right there. So he changed his location, and this time I could not find him. As you can see, all over the map, he was nowhere to be found. I could not see him. He was that invisible. Think about it. His name is just 3 dots. I could not find him. That was actually pretty insane thing that anyone can do in the game. And he was like, you know what, I could borrow tokens from my friend and I'll offer you 1.1 million token. He literally increased 100,000 tokens from my friend. From his friend. I was like, okay, so it's not duped. I know that. And I literally said I hatched it myself, just to tell him that my rainbow hatched elephant is not duped. I hatched it to see his reply. And I was just standing near my alt, because I knew I'm going to be gifting it to my alt. And again, I was trying to find where he's at. And again, he's completely invisible, by the way. And the pet he has on his garden was this rainbow hatched dillo. And I feel so sad. I don't know who he scammed, but someone lost their rainbow hatched Delo, that is pretty bad. And then he was so stupid enough to ask me if the elephant is one of one. And I was like, yeah. Even though my elephant is not one of one, I just said yes. And, you know, at this point, I thought I should just show him the elephant. Because he probably was thinking that I don't have the elephant. I was just standing with the elephant in front of the garden, in the middle of the garden, so that he can see that I actually have it. And at this point, I'm pretty sure he was thinking that he is going to win a lottery by scamming the rainbow hatched elephant. But I was like, you know what? Nah, I just cannot even gift it to my alt because I know something bad is going to happen. And that thing actually happened. You guys will find out real soon. And also, my pet was ready for the mutation. And I got some really stupid shiny, or was it frozen? Yeah, it was frozen. Really bad. So anyway, at this point I was like, you know what, I'll just pretend that I'm gifting my rainbow hatched elephant to my alt, and now you guys will see what will happen. At this point I was just standing here because he was nowhere to be found. I could not see him. So I was like, you know what, I should just wait. And he said, put it back to your alt after put in your garden. So he was still saying, give the pet to my alt, and he was like, show me how. I literally said how. And at this point I was like, you know, let me just play along and say give to my alt and put it in my garden, question mark. And at that moment, you know, he actually was like, you know, give the elephant to your other account and put it in your garden. So I was like, you know what, I'll risk it. I'll literally just risk my elephant and hold it in front of my alt, and also just, you know, try to gift Nihon Zoru to see what happens. And you see, he literally teleported to my alt. So basically what's happening here is, the moment I press gift to my alt, the gift will go to him. And see, this time I was like, you know what, I'll just hold the rainbow hatched elephant and see what happens. And this time I could not see him. I was like, you know, I'll just give the Nihon Zoru. And guess what? The gift did not go to my alt. It said gift to my alt, but I did not get the notification that I'm sending a gift. So I was like, you know what, let's just hold rainbow hatched elephant really close to my alt and see what happens. And little did I know, he was just waiting somewhere hidden in the garden. And again, I'm saying, he was completely invisible. And the only time I could see him when he was teleporting. So I was like, you know what, hold the elephant, and boom, he got teleported to my alt again. So basically what's happening here is, if I press gift pet to my alt, the gift will go to him, not to my alt. And that's how he got a lot of pets that he scammed. And I was like, you know what, let's try again. Maybe he's just doing some stupid stuff. And you see, he was keep teleporting to my alt and just completely disappearing somewhere else in the garden. And I was like, you know what, maybe it's not that. Maybe he's just going to the seed shop. I did it again. I was holding my elephant, and yeah, I was literally just waiting at that point and waiting for him to teleport. And he was not teleporting this time. Maybe he was thinking that something's sus. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait. I'm not even gonna text him this time. I'll just put the elephant in my garden. And the reason why I placed the elephant in my garden is because, just to tell him, yeah, it's not duped, and that's it. To see his reply. And he was like, okay. And I said, it's in my garden. Because, you know, now it's done. It's not duped, just to prove it to him. And he was like, put it in your garden. I was like, on my alt? Because he was saying, put it in your other garden. I was like, okay, let me gift it real quick. And he was still asking for me to gift it to my alt. I was like, bro, I just did it. Just for the sake of the video, I was doing this. And at this point, I was kind of thinking, what if he's actually force gift the pet to himself? Because that can happen. You don't know what scripts can do. And I was really scared because he was in my server. And I was like, you know what, I'm still gonna just hold it near my alt. And you guys will see what's gonna happen. This time he teleported inside of me. And by the way, you could not even see his name. You see, my alt is literally in the seed shop, and you could not even see his name. And I could see his head. And I was like, yeah, this is completely bad. I mean, think about it. And this time I was like, you know what, let me hold the elephant again. And boom, he got teleported again. And like I said, his name was just 3 dots. So that I could not even see the name who I'm gifting it to. But I was pretty smart. I was not trying to gift anything to anyone. And when I was holding my elephant, you guys will see again what will happen. Boom, he got teleported again, and I could not even see his name. So that's how people are scamming a lot of kids. They send you the trade, they look all legit, they will say invite me, you invite them, and they say gift it to your alt. And the moment you gift it to your alt, you're done. You will lose your pet. And again, I'm showing you, look at this. He's back here again. And this time he was coming so quick near my alt because he was thinking like, okay, I'm not gifting, so he gotta be really quick. And maybe he was thinking that I was gifting it to my alt, but he's not fast enough. But this time he was literally inside my character. That sounds pretty weird, I know that, but that's what it was. You see, he was actually getting to my avatar, not to the seed shop this time, but inside my avatar. There you go. So basically, if I press gift here, it will go to him, not to my alt. And I was like, you know what, I have enough of the clips, I'll just try a few more times to see what he's doing. And yeah, he was keep teleporting to my account. And that moment I knew what he's trying to do. And this is a script, I'm 100% sure. And let me tell you one important thing, that this guy still exists in Discord server. So at this point I've had enough, and I just sent him a smiley face, and I was like, you know what, I should just try, thank you for the content. But before that, I just wanted to kick him out of the server. And guess what, the moment I kicked him out of my server, just look what happened. I was like, yeah, he literally blocked me. So here's the conclusion, guys. If someone is telling you to dupe test your pet or something like that, or anything close to that gift it to your alt, or do some stupid thing, do not just do that. Trust me, just block them instantly. Don't even let them in your server. I risked my pets just for you guys because I wanted to investigate it, but you guys should not do it because these guys could go any further and just steal your pets.